In 1984, Rancho Cordova was dubbed Titletown, USA, and for good reason. Cordova High Sports won an unprecedented 6 league titles and 3 section crowns. Tonight, we honor one of those section winners, the boys basketball team, which won the Sac Joaquin title and amassed a 27-5 record. Led by first-team All-Metro guard Kevin Nixon and 6'2 forward Keith Arrington, this Lancer team was challenged several times throughout the regular season. First, there were tough non-league opponents that showed Cordova's early mettle. They knocked off defending section champ Highlands, and to show it wasn't a fluke, turned right around a few nights later and dumped the previous year's Section AA runner-up El Camino. In less than 3 weeks, the Lancers moved to number 6 in the rankings, and by the time the Cordova Christmas Classic rolled around, they had entrenched themselves at number 1. Cordova settled for a third-place finish in the Yuletide affair, but that's when things got interesting. The tough Metro League was about to begin, which was never a cakewalk. Cordova lost tight ball games to Burbank and Sac High, and had to reel off 6 straight victories to force a co-championship with Burbank. And when the Lancers needed a reserve guard in crucial games against Johnson and Burbank, Matt Balantac's defense and timely shooting was a welcome addition. During league play, Randy Veres and Mark Lewis often stepped up with big games. Veres averaged nearly 14 points and always seemed to be at the right place at the right time. A 4th straight trip to the section tournament for Coach Hub Morphew loomed. Preliminary victories against Lincoln, Vallejo, and Stagg were not easy, but set up the section final showdown against rival Grant. In perhaps the most exciting finish of Hub's career, before a raucous crowd of better than 4,500 at UC Davis, his Lancers delivered a 71-67 overtime victory that sealed a first-ever section basketball title and dashed the ghosts of tournaments past. Kevin Nixon was named tournament MVP. During the regular year, he averaged 23.3 points and 6 assists per game and played near-flawless defense. Arrington was right behind him at a 17-point average and double digits in rebounds. Other members of this fabulous team included Mark Avila, Greg Arnold, Andre Green, Isaac Johnson, Darrin Jones, Mark Lewis, Scott Runge, Mark Stone, Greg Teague, Craig Thomas, super soft Daryl Thompson, and Mark Young. The team's manager was Jeff Lilly, and Hub's assistant coach was Mark Christen. Nixon and Arrington, by the way, stole the show later that summer in the annual Optimist All-Star Game, scoring 19 points each for the South. For Hub Morphew, the season brought to an end a brilliant 8-year Cordova coaching career that saw his teams win 165 games, 4 league titles, and the crowning achievement to a momentous season, the section title. Hub was inducted into the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame that summer and moved on to American River College later that year. Fittingly, the boys' induction tonight dovetails last year's team inductee, the 84 section champion girls team, which also defeated Grant earlier that same day. Congratulations, guys, on your induction tonight into the Rancho Cordova Sports Hall of Fame.